News 46 is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, 1 is dead and 3 are injured on U.S. Highway 95. A Memorial Day service recognizes the 50th anniversary of Vietnam. And a tent sale is interrupted by wind and rain. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, May 26, 2015. We hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. 21-year-old Adam Al-Nuami of Reno was killed in a head-on collision on U.S. Highway 95 yesterday afternoon. The cause of the accident, according to Nevada Highway Patrol, appears to have been when a 20-year-old driver of a 2009 Toyota Corolla passed a semi-truck and ran head-on into a 2011 Mini Cooper. The 20-year-old was in the Toyota vehicle with Al-Nuami. His name has not been released. He was airlifted to UMC Trauma, as was the 82-year-old male driver and 74-year-old female passenger of the Mini, both from Sparks, Nevada. They were listed in serious condition. The 52-year-old male driver of the semi from Chico, California, was not injured.
So upon arrival, we found the accident was actually about 2 miles north of the 160 junction on the 95, and then we found a apparent offset head-on collision that was actually involved 3 vehicles, including a tractor-trailer. Quick scene size-up and risk assessment revealed that we had several patients that were entrapped in the vehicles. We were also told by the sheriff that, in fact, one person had passed away as a result of the collision. We summoned mutual aid from the Mercury units that were close by, and we also placed 3 helicopters on the assignment.
There was an extrication of 2 patients. Was that a heavy rescue?
There was actually 3 people still in the vehicles, and we extricated 2. The third one had assistance to be removed as well, though.
Were they wearing seatbelts, do you know?
I don't know. That's part of NHP's investigation as far as who was wearing seatbelts, but there's extensive damage to both of the vehicles to the point where it was very difficult to get those individuals out, but the fire crews did a great job in completing that extrication. And again, landing multiple helicopters on the scene was very dynamic. A lot of pedestrian and vehicular traffic was backed up. They were being rerouted through Crystal.
Care Flight was brought in as well as Mercy Air.
Care Flight was brought in. It was 2 Mercy Air helicopters and Care Flight was brought in. Care Flight met a ground crew who was starting towards Vegas with one of the patients. They met her in the area of Creech Air Force Base and exchanged patient care.
And then, like you said, the road was closed and reopened a few hours later. Any other things?
No, significant injuries and significant damage, of course. And of course, like as you mentioned, the fatal team came out from NHP and was out on that highway for quite a period of time.
We have an update from Fire Chief Scott Lewis regarding Friday's accident on Medicine Man and Barney.
It was actually a 2-vehicle accident occurred at an intersection. It appears that one of the vehicles may have been at an excessive rate of speed and collided broadside with the other vehicle, knocking it onto its side and causing significant damage to both vehicles. We did, in fact, have one patient who was medically entrapped in that vehicle that had to be extricated. The Mercy Air crews were unavailable due to weather because, as you remember, on Friday we had the weather was socked in around the mountains in the valley. All 3 of those patients then were transported to Desert View Hospital, where we then coordinated the efforts with either Mercy Air crews by ground, and we transported all 3 of those folks into Vegas-based hospitals.
Was there some ejections involved in this?
There was a question whether we had the one medically entrapped, one person got out on their own, but it was a question whether the third person who was in another vehicle was actually ejected or not. We're uncertain. Some reports were that they were partially thrown out, and another report was that they crawled out from under the side of the car. Significant injuries again, and again, great jobs by the fire and EMS crews, but also the Mercy Air crew for coming over and assisting us on the ground transport.
You had to transport one of the patients in an engine.
We did. It was at a point where, again, due to the severity of the injuries, we couldn't wait for one of the ambulances. We needed to get them into immediate intervention, and our engine is equipped as an EMS engine, so that person was transported.
Any other things you want to add?
No, again, it appears that excessive speed may be one of the causes of this. The Sheriff's Office is investigating.
Possibly alcohol, too, right?
Well, that's part of their investigation, but a significant impact on a residential street, and fortunately there weren't additional injuries with people in the area.
It's been unfortunately a busy holiday weekend. A single vehicle rollover occurred yesterday afternoon.
It was actually a very busy day for motor vehicle accidents. Another one of the accidents included a rollover accident that with the vehicle resting on its roof was in the area of Highway 160 in Reidelsberger. Actually, it was witnessed by sheriff's officers, and they witnessed the vehicle going off the side of the road, overcorrecting and going to a rollover type mechanism, at least 3 rotations, landing on its roof in the desert. That patient was transported to a local hospital.
And the patient appeared to be alert at the time.
Yes, the patient was conscious and alert and was keenly aware of what had happened and was then transported.
It appears to be an overcorrection.
That's according to the witnesses that observed the accident, yes.
Once again, this rollover appears to have occurred from overcorrecting the vehicle once it has left the roadway. For more information on how to avoid a rollover accident, you can go to KPVM's YouTube channel and watch a video on how to avoid a rollover. Our video channel is KPVM-41. 2 vehicles sustained major damage as a result of an accident on Highway 372 Friday afternoon. A 2-vehicle accident occurred Friday afternoon on Highway 372 and East Street. Nevada Highway Patrol, Nye County Sheriff's deputies, and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue all arrived on scene. There was one patient that had a laceration to his arm. He was treated and released on scene. Both vehicles sustained major damage, as well as a signpost that was in the vicinity. The cause of the accident is under investigation by Nevada Highway Patrol. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. When we return, we'll tell you about the Memorial Day services.